rising like a prophecy. 100x dreams, that's velocity. Buy so loud they ring through the monastery. Emit in my ledger like it's part of ontology. Stacks on the move, call it Discworld momentum. Magic in my wallet, Terry Pratchett with the emblem. Flipping page by page, these gains write a saga. Got dragons in the charts and I'm ghosting the drama. Glide through blocks like I'm stitched to the Dharma. Cipher in the mist, spit runes in the playlist. By the dip, yeah, by the myth. When the market sings amidst the hieroglyph. Sowed my seed in the field of returns. Farming on chain like the ritual burns. Yields from the earth coated deep in the script. Harvest moonshining where the old gods drift. This ain't luck, it's alchemy. Turning doubt into galaxy. Every tick a masterpiece. Green with calligraphy. Woke up to the charts in a spiral dance. Candle looking greener than a druid stance. Ink in the ledger, got spells in my sleeve. Numbers chant spells like a priest on the eve. Vested in the myth like I married the tech. Though repaid in sats, I'm demanding respect. From silence, I minted my legend and voice. Truth laced the tempo like fate.
What is up, guys? This is Bright Light at you with another one today. I know I didn't stream last week. Guys, don't bother me about not streaming last week. Last week was huge. There was a lot of flood news and stuff like that. I don't want to talk about that stuff. And plus, there was other things. It was family things and, just didn't take the time for you guys. But anyways, we got a good one today. We have a special guest. I don't usually do this kind of thing, but you guys click the buttons. You guys decide for yourself and everything like that. But I thought I would give this project a good look at because this guy is I've known him in the Pulsechain backgrounds and stuff like that. So I thought I'd stream with him and let him tell you about what he's trying to do. So yeah, let's start with that. And then we'll get into some news and some charts and stuff like that and, go from there. I think everybody else is watching the other streams right now, but how are we all doing? The DeFi Prince.
Thank you.
I think the Saint has arrived.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me all right?
How are we doing?
I'm doing great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I set up my headphones and everything. Got a nice little setup here. So yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's been a while ever since that AMA on my lounge. Was that over a year ago? It may have been over a year ago, yes.
But we've been talking in the background in other groups like the Emit group, the Function Island group, and probably a couple others like your DeFi Royal Lounge you got. I think we've talked in there a little bit. We've been around talking to each other, having good conversations and such, building rapport and getting to know each other, which is a good thing in this day and age in this crypto game, I think, huh?
Definitely. It always helps to know solid people like yourself, man. So
yeah,
feelings mutual.
Anyways, you have something you're working on. It hasn't even bonded yet. And like I said in my first tweet, I usually don't do this kind of stuff, but it's you. So I thought I'd be like, I'll support you. Just like I think Donnie's supported you. I think a couple others have supported you from Carios or whatever from Emit. Things like from what I know, as far as what's public and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's fairly clear. And yeah, so tell me a little bit about what you're doing, what you launched, and the reason why you launched it and whatnot. And we'll go from there.
So yeah, to start off, I'm the DeFi Prince. Welcome everyone to the stream. First of all, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad I'm here. So yeah, to do a little introduction about myself, I've been in crypto since late 2021. I got in on Pulsechain when it went live. I was working with the current developer I'm working with, Don Function, like you mentioned, Donnie. We got into Pulsechain together, right, when it went live,
Mm.
and it's been a wild ride since then. Also, like you mentioned, Function Island, I am the community head over there as well. I've been there since we went live on Pulse, and it's honestly been a great experience meeting amazing people like yourself, building great things on chain, and learn more about crypto in this amazing space. So yeah, there's a little introduction about myself. I do also run an AMA lounge on the side. It's grown quite nicely to almost 400 people, so that's nice. I've had a bunch of people on there, including yourself, man. I always love, having more interviews, meeting new people, and just learning more about what's going on in the space, right? There's always a new project launching. There's always some new innovation launching every day on Pulse, and it's great to see, honestly.
Yeah,
So
I think you've interviewed on the DeFi Royal Lounge quite a few, like Radeon, a couple other
yeah,
projects, Function Island. You've interviewed quite a few. I can't even name them all. You've done so many over the past year and stuff, including Yep Token. So I was just like, oh yeah, let's have your stream. You want to start something? You got people supporting you. You already got partnerships coming on and stuff like that, and it's not even bonded yet. And I don't understand why, So I'm like,
yeah.
about it,
The market isn't very hot right now. As you know, things were popping off a lot more a month ago.
Yeah.
Would have been better time to launch there, but things are picking up. Haven't really introduced the token, I guess. So I believe it was on September 7th. Well, just a little bit over a week ago. I launched a token on Pump Tires, known as Saint Richard Hart, which what we've been all referring to. I wanted to dip my feet into Pump Tires, and because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about it. Karos launched a token on there as well, and it went really well. I bought in. Pretty pretty great experience. The hype was high. Uh, ever since Richard launched it, like what was it, like 11 months ago or 8 months
Yeah, like
ago,
10,
something
11
like that.
months.
Yeah. So I had a really good idea for a meme one day. Saint Richard Hart. Richard Hart is amazing. He built Pulsechain, and I thought I'd do a little spin on that with the cult of Hex, or like the cult of Pulsechain. So that's where the whole like religiosity of it came in. And I asked ChatGPT to generate me an image, and get some promotional material going, and I really liked what it spit out, so I decided to launch, and it blew up to like king of the hill actually within like an hour or something. And that was pretty crazy. Since then I've been really focusing on getting organic growth. A few days after launch, yeah, here's the telegram for everyone who's interested.
Yeah.
That is in the that's in the private chat.
Yeah, I
Here
got it.
we go. Oh, I need to connect. Do you mind if do you mind if you
Yeah, you
just
can share the stream. You
send
can share the stream
yeah.
if you want. I can remove
Okay,
mine.
perfect.
So
Uh
you can share. There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
send the link. Perfect. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I've been really focusing on getting some organic growth. A few days after we launched, we almost bonded. Well, you were there for that and all, but like a bunch of people were selling. I paid a call or two, which really got things moving. But then a bunch of people just sold off, and I figured I'd go with a more, I guess, consistent uh, strategy to get less of those paper hands in from like the more like traditional meme coin mindset. Uh, within the last, I guess, 5 days, I've been really trying to take things more slow, get more partnerships going. We've partnered with Function Island. We've also partnered with Radon, and recently with BBTC, Bobby the Cock, over the Spirit Bombs token. They actually bonded yesterday, I believe. But yeah, those are our three partnerships so far. We're looking at getting many more. The first two partnerships, we're planning on getting some farms going as well once we bond.
Nice.
And yeah, besides that, I'm sure we could probably get something going with the Mitt, especially if you get a nice solid community of paper hands. Sorry, of diamond hands. Yeah, no paper hands. Yeah, so that's really what I'm aiming for. Uh, I'm using my lounge as well to push this thing. I also did recently launch a call channel along with that to help bring some of the more people from the meme coin side to the more DApp DeFi side of things over on
Yeah.
Pulsechain. Here is my lounge. I'm just gonna forward that in the private chat. I will be
Okay.
honest, I did join on my laptop, uh, and just set everything up separately because I know my phone has like a ton of privacy measures, and I didn't want to really delay the stream too much, so I set this up really quickly.
You're good. You're
I'm,
good.
I'm glad I made it just in time.
So I can
But
share the screen for you, or you can share the screen and you can show what token you guys are talking about or whatnot. Yeah, I
uh,
was on a different token on pump tires when I shared, but
yeah,
whatever's
feel
easier for you.
feel free to share the screen. I don't really have anything set up right now here. I literally just opened a new
Okay.
browser with everything.
But you can continue about your plans or whatnot.
So yeah, we're already up actually. Just came back from a walk actually, and we were at 77. Now we're at 83. So that's pretty lit. See, we're already climbing again. You can see there with that spike. That's when I paid the caller. We had another caller, two other callers actually cover us for free, which provided some more organic growth. I think one of them was yesterday. I believe his name was XO or something like that. But that was pretty cool. Uh, I I believe I mentioned it in chat on the Telegram, but yeah, really just focus on organic growth. A lot of people did mention it on in the Telegram channel to do more spaces. I have been pretty swamped with real life and work and everything, but I am planning on doing that once you get a more solid base going with some more partnerships, right? To get some more of those like degen minded people in closer to when we
Yeah.
bond.
I
But
love the fact that you already have farms up. It's pretty much a DeFi yield earning token already, MemeFi kind of ish token, and it hasn't even bonded yet. Just like the other one that the other partnership you did with another token that just
with
bonded.
that was Bobby the Cock. Yeah,
Oh, the cock.
they
Yeah,
did
yeah,
bond. We are planning on doing some, LP with their token as well. That is definitely something that I'm interested in. Using some of the dev supply to get that set up and help, bolster liquidity. Another thing, I know these pump ties. This is my first token, but I know a lot of these tokens like to dump after we bond. So getting a nice solid like liquidity floor after the fallout once we bond would be a great idea just to help grow this thing in the long term. And yeah, and just let DeFi do its thing. People can earn their yield, and there's always things we can build on past that. Whether we get like a reflection token to help burn more tokens, or get more integration, or even just with Hart's law, right? Like
mm-hmm.
as I mentioned in the right when I opened the Telegram, actually, right, just getting some LPs in with the core pulse chain pairs and just waiting till the bull run. That is just gonna send Saint Richard all the way to heaven.
Yeah. I really like the narrative of this meme. It's like, oh, it's around like what Richard's really done for the community. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Oh,
it says like
100%.
it's like Sunday of September 7th, St. Richard has blessed us on pump tires. You know what I mean? Like he's a patron saint of Pulsechain. He's kind of like built this for us, although there was sacrifice, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But still, he's like, people look up to him. They want him to stream, things like that. So, yeah, there's kind of like a movement behind it. And I think he's gone to bat for us for the SEC and things like that. And this recognizes that. And he needs, you know, he overcame persecution, everything, and he's still being persecuted with red notice in my eyes. So,
Yeah,
it
no,
kind of
exactly.
resembles that to me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So
And it's more than that too, right? He's done like philanthropy and other stuff like in real life.
yeah,
He's always been big on decentralization and privacy and like human rights on that end of things, which I really admire. That's kind of why I got into crypto in the first place, right? And that whole concept of decentralization, Pulsechain being decentralized, even when like PulseX was like decentralized on IPFS and everything. Like the whole narrative is decentralization, and yeah, it's super bullish. And Richard is just our saint, right? Like keeps building. Pump tires wouldn't be a thing without Richard Hart either, too, right? So it fits into that also. But that doesn't need to be said.
Yeah, I like the fact that we've been building a solid floor. It looks like it's been holding up really nice. You know what I mean? Yeah, we almost bonded there for a minute when you had the Vox partnership coming or something like that, right? You had
No,
Function Island and Vox,
yeah,
Radeon. Yeah, Radeon or Radeon, something like that.
it was Radon. I believe
Radeon,
it
yeah.
was. I paid a caller like 8 million pulse. I think that's what really sent it like over. But there was just a ton of like sells as well. People were just looking to get cheap gains. But like I mentioned in the chat earlier today, this token, if you want a cheap pump and dump, this isn't the token for that. Really planning on stretching this out long term and making a difference in the community with this meme, right? Like I'm sure when Pump Tires pumps up again, we're probably going to bond immediately. I was really busy with like even busier with work and all, and then I went on vacation and everything back when things were really hot on Pump Tires, when Peacock and all those tokens were going live. But yeah, Pulse has been recovering in the last couple of weeks, and hope to see more blessed fruits on Pump Tires, and for St. Richard to bless us all with more pumps, whether it's this token or some other tokens that bond and keep rising.
Yeah, hopefully this bonds and doesn't like dump like before. But the bots are the bots, and they'll be the bots. So it is what it is after that. But
Yeah, exactly. We got a pretty like good floor now too. People are really like fast when it comes to meme coins, right? Attention doesn't get retained for long, and we've done like a few days since the major pump, and things are pretty solid. There's some bots or people swing trading here and there, but besides that, it's pretty bullish, honestly. I know a lot of other meme coins just like dump all the way down to zero by this point, after there's like a huge like spike in hype that subsides. But yeah, it's looking good. We're already up today, and yeah, definitely looking at doing more streams like this, getting some more solid people who've been around for a while, educated about what we're doing here, and also educated about Pulsechain, right? Like it's all about onboarding as well. That goes for anything we do on Pulsechain. Teaching people about crypto, teaching people about PulseX, Pulse, Hex, all those things, right? Because we got a great thing going on here.
yeah, Pulsechain is just about to turn for hopefully the best. Especially with these rate cuts happening today. Yeah, it's a 1/4 point rate cut, guys. But
Yeah,
the money printer's slowly being dialed back on. You know what I mean? At least it's being easier for banks and whatnot to borrow money, and corporations to borrow money to start doing more of what they want to do. So, crypto's going to pump because of it. So, yeah.
exactly. Finance 101.
Yeah, pretty much. But anything else you want to let them know where they can find you, things like that? Well, I think we already did the DeFi lounge, stuff like that. And
Yeah, we showcased a token. We got the Telegram links in. I could share these on YouTube as well. I can get on my phone and maybe share them in, but we've already shared them everywhere. Uh, Everyone's watching. You guys know where to find me. DeFi Prince's Royal Lounge, DeFi Prince calls, Function Island. Just throw me a DM. Try not to sound like a bot. I get so many people DMing me just random garbage. Or come in, say hi, ask about the token. I'm here to help.
And the token's on screen right now if you just want to look. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on. You're showing strength, even though some people in the chat think you need to do more spaces and stuff like that, which I'm not too much of a space guy myself, so I understand. Slow and steady wins the game, kind of with especially DeFi tokens. Like this is kind of, yield farming meme fi kind of token. So yeah, slow and steady wins the race, man. It's not just a 7-day pump and dump.
Yeah, 100%. I do get it from like the marketing optimization sort of things, right? Like I've been around here for a while. I definitely know that all the people who trade here do go on those spaces, and that would be optimal to help drive volume and everything. But
it does get a lot of attention.
Yeah,
and quick.
Doing that with a targeted approach, I'd say, might be the move. Maybe we can get more than like I was thinking. Maybe getting like a few of us. Like I can get one of my good friends who's been helping me out with the with everything on the back end side of things for St. Richard. I can get him also to get on some streams or like some spaces at the same time if there's more than one going on, and do like a targeted effort where we're like all have a good like 4 or 5 hours to chill and just help manage things there if we do end up bonding. So maybe one of those more targeted approaches might be good once we get an even solider floor.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a knock on the door, but all right. Well, I'm glad you came on. Let people know I don't get too many views around this time of day, but I get some replays and stuff like that. And hey, anybody in the chat, I doubt they have any questions because usually people don't chat besides like Frank White, Bang Bang, Pulse Gang, and vets. There's nobody really asking any questions. So
yeah, it's like
no haters in the chat. That's a good sign. What?
Yeah, at 10:30 p.m. my time, right?
Oh.
You're not gonna get many. Like even like normally, I'm just going in, watching the replays most of the time. Also, it's not the best time I'd say, but I have been sleeping later lately, so this doesn't bother me whatsoever. Don't worry about it, man. Even my own AMAs, I do them pretty late sometimes.
I'll keep that in mind for the next one. Maybe I'll do it a couple hours ahead of time, but this is my normal time I stream, and I kind of wanted to work this in on my normal stream.
Yeah.
So, it's just kill two birds with one stone kind of thing. So, yeah.
Honestly, it works better, right? Like people are going to watch the replay anyway. Might as well, move it in with your time.
Plus, people can share it, clip it up, do whatever the hell they want with it. If they, want to post it up in spaces, whatever, it's easy to do for people to see, and it works still. So Post Jitsu's here for the tech, Fast Abdul, and Frank White says, God bless St. Richard. Yes. And
yes, sir.
Fast Abdul says he's angry but motivated. Yeah.
Welcome, everyone.
Frank White, fast equals superpower. Yeah. He's been on here a couple times. So, yeah. And
let's pamp it.
Then Love Temple says pamp it. All right. I think if you can hang out while I do my little news bit and whatnot, and then go to the charts if you want, or you can drop off. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on. You're welcome on here anytime.
Thanks so much for having me, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time here on stream. I do want to say though, shout out to Yep, doing great over there. Shout out to Amit, right? You guys have been awesome, amazing yields, right, for Yep2 and for Function Island. Got a ton of projects on there. Emit's where it's at right now. And also, of course, shout out to my boy Donnie, my boy Frank, we've been working with on Function Island. You guys are amazing. And yeah, thanks so much for having me, man. Thank you so much to the audience. Have any questions, feel free to ask. And God bless St. Richard. God bless Pulsechain. God bless America.
Exactly. All right, man. You have a good night.
Thanks, man. You too.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
So if you guys like that kind of stuff, I'll keep doing it. Maybe I'll find some other founder or whatever that wants to launch something on Pump Tires. I don't know. I'm just trying to garner different ideas, different things. So I help a buck somebody out. But yeah. Anyways, DeFi Prince is a good guy, and he's trying to start something good. So yeah, God bless to him, and God bless to Saint Richard Hart. Right. All right. So let's get ready for some news. Let's share the screen and go with that. Let's go to this. All right. So we're out of pump tires degen mode, but we do have some excellent news, and we will. Well, I guess I could bring him up. He doesn't have to talk, but yeah, let's bring that down. There we go. I received some interesting Hex crypto merch in the mail today. Send me a package to a address. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to say it on stream. But I figured we would watch this video and react to it because I haven't fully watched this thing. And I'm pretty sure all you guys have watched this, but I don't know. Let's pamp it going. Pamp it up. Let's go. Did he say that tablet was a scam? I don't know about that. And I don't think it's a scam, guys, but if it is, they can scam us to the upside. DeFi Prince says, thank you for having me, Bright Light. God bless you and God bless the audience. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Which includes me since now I'm an audience member. Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. He got 2 tablets. They're not scamming because he can actually write on these. So, like, I don't understand why people think Hex and Pulsechain is a scam, but he did get an older one. It says get rich on it still. But yeah, I still think it's funny. And then this guy down here says, damn, look at that engagement. Definitely a scam with 0 community. I think this dude was trolling him. I wonder who these guys' replies are. Bots, he said, and definitely Fast Abdul is a bot. I've shooken hands with this bot. Look at how body that looks. Definitely, totally a bot. He is AI completely, and he likes hanging out with camels that spit, things like that. Maybe on an island or two. I don't know. Definitely a bot though. He's even got a Pulsechain badge. Just had to keep rubbing that in on the dude. I'm not a bot, but do enjoy trolling libs on Twitter. I don't know if Fast is a lib, but he is definitely trolling our community for engagement. That is a bullish sign, guys. That is a very bullish sign that we are starting to get trolled. We are starting to get noticed. Even if the price ain't doing anything, it's about virality. It's about adoption. It's about eyes on. And yeah, these views look pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. If we could get one of those over a million, man, I think Twitter would like just pump it out. It'd like roll over to Facebook, Instagram, you name it. You know what I mean? It'd be awesome. I thought I replied to one of these. Maybe not. No. Yeah, I probably replied to some other buddy's retweet or something like that. But yeah, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Tablets are so bullish for the 0 community bot trollers. Oh, misspelled bullish. There we go. There's my little reply. It's great to see that, though. I like it. My little sarcastic reply. I'm glad to see it. But then we also have this. You could buy it with a PayPal. Like, look at that. Right on. I think this is. This is eBay. Yeah, I almost called it Craigslist because it looks pretty close to it. But yeah, right there on eBay, you can buy it for $5,555. Apparently, there's some that are being auctioned off for like $55 or whatever, and the price just keeps going up, and the Pulsechain price is moving sideways. I think it's kind of funny that this one's the newer one though. It doesn't say "get rich" on it, so I don't know. The last one said "get rich" on it. This one doesn't say that, so keep bidding on these things. I know these are going to be collector's items for people in Pulsechain. They want all the Pulsechain merch, even if we have to resell them or make them into like physical NFTs. I don't know. You know what I mean? We will definitely find out if one sells for $5,555. I probably wouldn't buy one over $100. Tell you that. Hopefully somebody just appears one day in my mailbox. That would be great. But I need to shout out A Wild SJ right now. SJ right here. Oh, forgot the A. There we go. She is looking for people, guys. If she needs help doing these things, and there was a tweet down here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, right here. Most of it is light work, putting on labels, opening boxes, organizing stacks of the mailers. If you can get to Murrieta, California and want to commit to working on this, reach out via DM to RS Griffin FDN using the link posted by Richard Hartwin. Only that link. And you can DM probably her, but good luck. She's busy. She's a busy girl. I hear Fast Abdul's went down there and packaged some. I don't. Maybe that's just a rumor. Don't quote me on it, but still, she needs help. I wish I could get down there, but I have previous responsibilities, and I will help pump our bags any which way I can. All right. Anyways, thank you, Wild SJ. Thank you, RG3 and Crypto Coffee. I think he packaged some, moved some boxes, whatever he did. I appreciate that. And I think he's probably still there. I don't know. I haven't watched too many streams lately. I've been kind of like half touched on crypto lately. It's been a little weird. But yeah, those are the biggest news events, I think, in Pulsechain right now. All right? Is getting those things done. If you guys do not know, the J7 art finalist for the Dark Matter token art, go vote for me, please. This is a bright light rocket right here. I'll scroll down. This is my runner-up. This one's hella cool though too. So it's a little animated, everything like that. That's cool too. That's the Steve Stash race car. I think this one's that's this the next one. This one's cool. This one's cool, but no race car. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I do like the bebop. I do like the bebop. It is like a song kind of thing, but you get the point. And then mine's down here. It would be this one. You know, you got Pulse Ray Vision on the rocket. You know, and it's just blasting off. It's kind of memeable, I think. Let me know. And then we had, where's this one? Yeah, right here. Then we have the poem. This is a pretty good poem too. But yeah, I'm kind of pushing that right now. I want to win. We're tied with the race car right now. Um, Obviously, I voted for myself, guys. So take away a vote. Maybe I'm losing. I don't know. But Steve Stash probably voted for himself too. I would. Anyways, go for vote for that. I think it's doable. You know, I want that rocket to live on the blockchain forever and go to the nebula together. Yeah, do it. Or we could race around a track and I could try again, come up with something more creative for Journey 8. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, there's that. And I think here's a little break from crypto, guys. It's only a minute or something, but I think this is hilarious because this is like a thing of Murphy's Law right here. A live demonstration of an AI from Mark Zuckerberg right on stage. Let's watch it. I think it's kind of funny, but it had to have been embarrassing at the same time. So I kind of feel for him, but it's still Mark Zuckerberg. So I don't know. Let's just watch a couple seconds of it. He's wearing a watch or his neural band, but it's on his wrist. And he's tapping his fingers and it's not working on it. All right, I thought I left. Let me look at something real quick. Sorry, guys, but yeah, I played that video and it kind of screwed my stuff up. Um, Task manager, yeah, my internet's fine, so I don't know why it slowed down like that. It started doing the death circle. anyways, anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. Technology's come a long way, so if we can have a smartphone on our wrist and just tap things and work and see the stuff in our eyeglasses, we're coming a long ways, guys. We're coming a long ways. I just thought that was kind of cool. I know vets would love one of these. Vets in crypto would. Um, he would. He's got those meta glasses, so you know he's probably got to get one of those so he can just tap stuff and nobody will know what's really going on. And look at this. Saint Richard has reposted this stream for me. What a guy. What a guy. He apparently likes the AI glitchy stuff. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Anyways, I know you guys are probably here for the TA and to see where things are going, but I couldn't be any more bullish because rate cuts and stuff like that. So, long run, where are we headed, do you guys think? Up, down, sideways? I don't know. What do you think? Um, I see kind of like a cup ish here. We'll see. Um, Maybe a W, but it is more of a wedge, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I know I'm a little rusty from last week, but we got that. And then I'm not even doing the wicks up there. That's like a fake out. We got like a wedge thingamabobber right there. So it could break out to the upside. We should because everybody is going to be borrowing more money. Rates got down, pumping the money into crypto a little stronger, a little faster. It should happen. So if that were to play out, let's do a little trend line to where it breaks out. It would put us up to 100. Let's just say roughly 130K. And by the tilt of this is usually like the tilt of I should have actually done it like this, but it's supposed to be the length of that, but tilted like that should give you the time frame October-ish. If we break out and retest it, we could already be doing that. I don't really classify this is like a big ass fake out right here, so I don't really classify that as like a thing. Like it's a fake out, so you don't even do TA on it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're messing with you, and you're back down. I could bring this up here and line it back up to the previous candle right here, and it would line up a little better. It's more of a parallel channel that way, though, and yeah, I could even do a parallel channel to make it easier for you guys. Yeah, it's always on this one. I'm so rusty, man. Anyways, there it is. See what happens when a week of not streaming does to you? Like, yeah, you miss me, guys. You do that, you take this, if we break up, the length of the channel. This one's probably more probable, and it's still about 130K, which is great, guys. That's great to me. What do you guys think? Let me know. I need more comments in the chat. I know Fast Abdul's here for the tech. He's probably here for St. Richard, though, but then he is also probably angry and motivated because St. Richard hasn't bonded yet. I'm just making up narratives at the point because I want the Saint to come marching in. Anyways, let's move on. There's a parallel channel. Our target's 130K. I think we can get there. And if another rate cut happens, that'll probably bring us back up. We'll probably get a rate cut maybe in October and November, or he might skip November and go December. So maybe two more 0.25 rate cuts, maybe 2/10 rate cuts. I don't know how fast he wants to go, but he sounded really dovish today. Like when I was just listening to him, I'm like, this ain't the same Jerome Powell. Where's like Jerome Powell? He's out of the room. Kind of sounded like down in the dumps, like bags are gonna pump, jobs just went down. I got reamed from the politicians, whoever reams him. He's supposedly like a private corporation. Nobody pulls the strings there, but yeah, he's had to have had an earful by many people. So yeah, let's move over to ETH. I'm only working with one trading view tab today because I'm trying to help my internet out because last time I streamed Sunday, and it was all glitching, slow, stuff like that. So I'm checking stuff, and my Wi-Fi seems great. I don't know why I did it, but my download speeds are a little lower than normal. But anyways, all my lines and all my stuff got cleared out because I had to clear my browser's cache out. So we kind of got to start over on Deck Screen with Rat Pulse. All my lists are gone, so I got the core tokens added of what I'm like really watching. If you want any tickers in the chat, we can do that, but I'm going to try to run over them fairly quickly today because I don't want to run too late. But yeah, Ethereum looks like it's putting in a nice flag. It's like maybe even an ascending triangle, guys. Like if you guys even want to pull this, you can go right here. You can go to the, I'm rough estimating right here, but I don't even want to classify that because that's the same thing as BTC had. And you can go right here and probably let's come down here, and it's putting in a triangle, guys. What happens to triangles? They usually break out, right? That's an ascending triangle, not a descending triangle. So 5,500, 5,600, guys. I think we would, after rate cuts, that's our next target if we go by that pattern. Now, parallel channel time. Like, I'm trying to stay simple with you guys, right? Parallel channel, let's go there. Should line us fairly close to it. We can go bullish, or let's go a little bearish. Bearish target here. Nice and simple. Keep it simple, stupid. And let's line this up. This is our little bearish bull. You know what I mean? Our baby bull. Not a bearish bull, but a baby bull. That puts us at 5,300. Maybe a little higher. Let's get the thing in the center. And yeah, that would put us at 5,400. And if we went to the bull mode with the little fake out right there, I don't really like counting these areas much, So if we went a little higher, my target would be 5,500, guys. So it's the same thing. You got the ascending triangle and parallel channel, same targets, which is great. And you could even put it way up here and say we bounced off that center line, which is great because I see that on the parallel channel. So that there's our targets. I'm just going to leave it there and let you guys judge for yourself. Let's look at where S-bets real quick. I think it's kind of moving sideways. I kind of bought in, bought out. I'm trying to like cover stuff. I'm still pretty even in my $100 stock portfolio. I'm kind of like, kind of playing a little bit. Not too much. You know what I mean? But new price, new scale. Let's do that. All right. S-bet. It's starting to curve back up. ETH's moving sideways. They're doing stock buybacks because, there's no demand. Nobody wants, there's got to be more demand. But everybody's on Tom Lee right now. So, Bitmine, right? We can go to the Ethereum Treasury Reserve real quick. Let's do that. Strategic ETH. See, all my cookies are gone. That's the correct one. You shouldn't Google for this stuff, guys, at all. You should have them bookmarked. And I don't have this chart bookmarked. But, yeah, they're 36% of the way there. And we still have the Ether machine and FG Nexus to accumulate after these guys. I think they're taking turns. Like, they get to a certain point, S-bet's going to chill out for a while. They're going to do their 15%, and then they're letting Bitmine take the show right now because they want 5% of ETH supply. And then Sharplink only wanted 1 million ETH, and they're almost there. I think they're going to go, but look at their MNAVs in the red, so they're kind of losing money right now. These guys, the Ether Machine and FG Nexus, are waiting on approval from the Securities Exchange Commission. That's why they have not accumulated much, especially FG Nexus. These guys want 10% of the ETH supply. They're going to be like another Bitmine, guys, if not bigger. So they're coming up, and they've got a little bit. They still got cash in the reserves. Their MNAV's good. I'm learning about this MNAV stuff. I've been doing some research, guys. And yeah, there's other companies down here. But the only other company, well, I shouldn't say company, is this Pulsechain SAC. What's up with the Pulsechain SAC? It's in profit. Look, oh my God, it's got a 166.3K ETH. Alpha stays there for a while. Let these guys buy up the price. You know what I mean? But these guys are probably going to wait probably another year. And then they're going to start to accumulate, just like the Ether Machine has started to out of their personal funds. That's the only reason why they have 4% of their accumulation is because they use their company personal funds to do this while they're waiting for, to raise money and whatnot and get approval from the SEC. Anyways, I'm rambling on that stuff. I've been doing research. And I'm just playing around, with $100 on Robinhood. I really don't like money on Robinhood, but I'm I'm just playing around, man. I just want to play around with them a little bit. I might keep SBET. I might not. I don't know. Let me know which one I should buy, because I'm really thinking SBET, Sharplink Gaming, is kind of like sideways downtrending. They're buying back their stock. They're going to hold the floor. They're probably going to do another raise, and they're probably going to raise this target up a little bit. That's what I would do. But Ether Machine's next. I have some Ether Machine, but $100. Most of my net worth's in crypto. So besides my like pension stuff, but that's all stocks. I can't control it. Company controls that. So yeah. Anyway. But they need to pull their MNAVs up. He's got to be in the green. They got to be showing profits for the shareholders so the stock price can go up. You know what I mean? And they can be buying more ETH. It's kind of how it works. I'm glad to see the U.S. government down here has bought more in the past month, or taken more from somebody, some criminal. I don't know. But yeah, kind of gone up a little bit. FG Nexus, yeah. I think once that S4 is approved on FG Nexus, that's, dude, next level, $8,000 for easy, man. Easy. 10% of the supply is going to put us over 8K, though. Easy. So, yeah. It's the second downtrend. I'm expecting on SBET to hit this resistance areas like it already has been, but it's probably going to come up in the midline and come back down. It's still SBET still has that gap down there. If I change the chart, under $10. So they're probably going to hold that floor no matter what. It's $10, but I'm waiting for that price to buy back in on SBET, because it might run sideways for a little bit. These other companies got to catch up and do their thing. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to turn this off. There we go. So yeah, volume's keeping up pretty nice on Ethereum. I'm still bullish. These guys have raised money and they're just DCAing, dude. They're going to take their sweet time. But right when that S4 of the Ether Machine and FG Nexus come in, I bet you Bitmine and Tom Lee and everybody's going to like race to the finish line. They're going to try to front run each other, and that's when ETH is just going to go. I mean, if you want to classify this whole thing as a bull flag, go right the hell to you. But it's going to have to be a flag out to like next year. And I highly doubt that's going to happen. So it's just going to keep climbing, guys. Let's look on the weekly real quick before we go to the charts that we are here to see. It is building a nice top area right here. I like it. It needs to flag out. I think it could even pull down a good 30% and be healthy, guys. Like, it could even pull down. I doubt it would go 30. It'd probably go 25. It's good, but bejeebus out of people, and it'd still be healthy. But I could see this thing kind of like, come up, kind of do something like that. I don't know. Maybe not that long of a time frame. It would be way shorter. So let me do this. This is on the weekly, so it's like, it's a little harder for me to draw. I got fast hands, so it'd be like down and then up and then down a little bit more and then up and then a retest and just go until next year. I don't know, something like that. Who knows? Who cares? Or it could just go up. I think it's going to go up because rates just got cut. Probably going to come up, retest, and just go for it, guys. Not until November, it's going to start pulling back maybe a little bit more, and that's when it kind of meets. Because, Christmas, stuff like that. Who knows? It could just go parabolic till the end of the year. That is major bull case. But I always try to give a very valid bear case and a very valid kind of like a neutral case. You know what I mean? So down here, it can come back down there. If they're gaps. I like it. I'm still streaming, and just there we go. But yeah, we bounced off the midline very nicely. I like that. Like right off the rates. Like, oh my god, they screwed with us so hard today. I like watching those Fed rate meetings and watching the chart. I watched Tom Crown, and then I watched a little bit of Cairo today. Slowly start to creep out, and the chart just moves sideways because they don't want to get like leveraged out or liquidated, or you know what I mean. They just slowly de-risk until the Fed meeting, and then all of a sudden the Fed plays around, or these hedge funds, and then it's on, and then you got to wait for the next day to really confirm. But we ended strong today, so we'll see tomorrow. Once the banks change the rates and the news gets out more and it gets consumed, we'll get more up to the upper channel. So yeah, that's my scribbly scrap. Let's just, yeah, whatever. We're done with these. Let's go to Pulsechain. Guys. This is what we're really here for. Like, Vouch's down 18% today. That's probably going to be a discount here pretty soon. By the chart I've been looking at, they got quite a bit of buying pressure on that sucker from rumors, but I ain't buying no chart like that. If I'm seeing Nagabo post charts about it, I am not buying it yet. Like, sorry, but I'm not buying it yet. Because he's got the jackpots, apparently. Anyways, let's dive into Pulsechain, guys. What do you guys really think's going on here? You think we're building this higher floor? Because it's certainly looking like a higher floor. Like, everybody's kind of excited. The little weekend saw the tablet kind of got out. People are selling their yield. Just like volumes kind of dropped. We're sticking around 1 million on this pair. Like, it's been kind of crickets, guys. Like, I know there's spaces out there I can join, stuff like that, but like, it's crickets. I kind of like it. Like, everybody's standing in the room, drinking their water or whatever, and just waiting for the party to start. You know what I mean? So, like, we could have called this a cup and handle. The handle part's over, guys. The handle would have ended like right here, the worst case scenario. So it's not a cup and handle no more. It's not no Adam and Eve like I thought it would turn into. We could technically have one more try at it to make it like cup and handle, but the cup and handle is over, guys. So I'm not bullish on the cup and handle in here anymore. Like, yeah, kind of had one right here, but this right down in here, guys, is more of a cup and handle to me, like textbook cup, handle, go. You know what I mean? You can't call this thing a big cup, handle, and go. It doesn't work that way. Or you can't call this an Adam. Well, I guess you could kind of call it a jacked up Adam, Adam and Eve over here. Because it kind of doubled that. If you look at that, this is the previous bottom, guys. Like, kind of doubled that. All right. Let's look at the target. Bam! Jackpot. Right? Are we doing the same thing over here, just making an uglier one? An Adam and a smaller Eve. That would mean if it's valid, but I don't think it's valid anymore. It could still play out in the future, but that would put us right at sack rate. Like, that's it. God, that's like just disgusting, guys. Like, at this point, we just need to build a strong floor right here. Just keep chopping it up, and volume needs to start picking up. It has to. We had this little pooper scooper down here. You can make a little pooper scooper, but it's like low volume is kind of good when it comes to like, the weak hands are almost done, but there comes to a point where the volume drops so much people just start to give up, and maybe that's what Richard's waiting on. You know what I mean? So Pulsechain now, it's looking nice. Sack rate, I already did my target for that. Let's do the parallel channel, because I think we might still be in one. Did we bounce off the bottom of the channel? Look at that, guys. We need to come up and break that center line to start looking bullish. But if you zoom in, there's that little cup and then a handle, and a bam, met the target. Are we going to build another one? Are we? Little cup, handle, bam, met the target. Are we going to build another cup and handle and meet the target and come back up here, midline that, and you know what I mean? Are we? Or are we going to build another parallel channel to the upside? My little trend line is gone, so I need to replace this. So yeah, we need to stay above that trend line. Let's make this trend line green. All right, we need to stay above that, because if we break through and go sideways, we're going to kind of break structure if we want to stay in the uptrend. But we can break that if we go sideways, and just as long as we stay in the bigger parallel channel. All right, guys. But if we broke that and just started coming back down here, that would put in a downtrend, confirmed downtrend. Because right now, it's more or less looking like a retest of this downtrend, right? Right. So that one, yeah. So if it confirms the downtrend and breaks through, yeah, time's time. Just keep it simple. And yeah, pretty much parallel channel, just so you get your idea of a range and whatnot. And yeah, if we break that red, we're probably going to bounce off the green, which ain't far to go, but it's a good pivot point. Fed rate cut. Just remember that. No, we need more people bridging in. I saw a tweet about Rich or talking about the bridge. There's other options if the bridge ain't working with Wallet Connect or something like that, so that could be an issue. I don't know. It's hard getting into Pulsechain. That's probably why eHex is pumping, because it's the closest thing. But Pulsechain could pump on Ethereum from Uniswap, so I don't get it. Let's move on. I got to put my target of the parallel channel for you guys. Let's put it up here, and let's make this white. All right, it's almost a little under sack rate. All right, and half the parallel channel. Yeah, our little baby. We gotta have the baby, guys. Our little low momentum kind of retest pump. There you go. I'll leave it with the bull so we can get closer to sack rate. All right, guys. You guys know about the bigger parallel channel here. I'll just leave it at that. If you watch my previous streams, let's move on to PulseX. I know I'm kind of out of order because Hex, Rat Pulse, PulseX over here on my list. But yeah, Hex is holding up nice. I like it. It's kind of looking like a bear flag, though, into a wedge. And it looks like it's going to try to break out. If you just cramp that up, like the wedge. You can make a bear flag with parallel channel right here, or you can make the wedge. Kind of like that, kind of like this, you know what I mean? And it's going to bounce off here, come down, break out. We'll see, but it's kind of got a downtrend more or less on that. All right. There's that. We need to make it break out, guys. It's got to reverse on PulseX. But if you look at the ratio, one reason why it's probably doing that. It's probably right because of that. Ascending triangle. And the target on that would be what, guys? Be down here. So it's met halfway. It's halfway there, guys. To my TA. This is the Pulsex pulse ratio. So just be aware of that. Pulsechain can outperform Pulsex and make this ratio go down there. Pulsex does not have to be sold for that at all. But Pulsex is where it's at. So on and so forth. There's my TA on the ratio. That's probably one reason why the USD chart is kind of looking the way it does with this wedge-ish parallel channel, bear flag, wannabe thing. It needs to get back up. Otherwise, it's going to just keep trending. Maybe have somebody come in and protect it. I don't know. Let's go to Hex. Hex is looking stronger than the other two, right? Or kind of just like Pulse. Probably got less volume than Pulse, but yeah, it's on the uptrend, guys. Definitely on the uptrend. All right. Needs to bounce. Needs to get to that midline. At least to that midline. Yeah. So you could also put in another wedge right there. Call this kind of like a fake out, kind of thing. I don't know. Or you could even bring it right down here and still call it a wedge. Whatever. You know what I mean? And get to that midline pronto. Otherwise, we're coming down and we're going to make this. This would be a head and probably start building the shoulder. Maybe. Who knows? I think I did notice something over on Pulsechain. Yeah, this could be taken as a head, a shoulder, and another shoulder forming too, unless the momentum goes up higher. And with the RSI, yeah, we're still building momentum, which is good. Chart's going up. There's confluence with RSI, which is good. Now the mom, on the other hand, let's look at the mom. Let's talk to mom. The momentum. See where we're at. So we're coming back down to the zero. We probably need to bounce off the zero line and get some momentum coming back. But we're in confluence there too. So yeah, bullish still. Kind of lost a little momentum with these few days with the rate cut, whatnot. Let's go look at ink. I know I'm all over the place. I need to put Hex down here, but Hex is the bomb. I need to just get used to this order. I usually go Pulse, Pulsex, ink, Hex, things like that. So I'll just bring it down here. It's my case of Hex is the core coin, but yeah, ink is holding up. I haven't looked at this chart in a while, so give me a flat second. Wow, holding up fairly nice. I like that. Let's look there we go. Turn the auto off. I like it. It's like sandwiched in this. Perfect trading. If you had a bot on it, whoa, yeah. I can see this old line that we have. We are below it. Are we in a wedge? We're definitely in a parallel channel, guys. Let's put that in there. Just don't make this too complicated. I think I need to zoom that in and put it down. Put it down. And there we go. We need to go over the center line. We are good. All right. And the bigger. There's that line. Change the setting. That's the old resistance line we need to get over. So it could be moving sideways for a little while longer unless Pulsechain and Pulsechain start picking back up, pulling this bad boy up, which will in turn pull Solid X up and whatnot. You know what I mean? But this thing, I think, it pumped pretty hard. It's hard to really make a good pattern out on this one so far because of the chart. But if I were to do that, yeah, we're bumping up against that resistance. We need to break that, and then it's probably a little bit of a wedge right here. Yeah. So it looks like it's about to break out, and that would probably put us close to $1.80, about the bottom of these lines right in here, which I just need to get rid of that one. So yeah, let's make a target on this parallel channel. I'll probably touch close to that. It'll probably get closer actually to $2. Yeah. Half the channel would probably be $1.80. So yeah, there's bullish case. Bearish case, it's probably moving sideways down, or it's coming back down to here in the next couple weeks, but doubt it. Let's look on the weekly real quick. This is too zoomed out for me for ink, but probably makes it look a little cleaner for the wider pattern right here. Maybe, yeah, this is too long term, but nope, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Screw it. That's all I got on ink, guys. It's a yield bearing token, although inflation's cut to the moon. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been in those pools in a long time, so I rarely look at this thing. But I know the whales are there, and they like this token. It's kind of like a fifth core and whatnot. So yeah. I think it needs to break out, get to the top of that channel short term. I mean, look at the size of that box compared to where we've been. And would put us there. You know what I mean? So we would have to hold there. And as far as a bottom, you could go to right here and confluence that, and that channel can go all the way down to $1.14, way bearish case. This is on a long-term view, but that's all the TA I would have, and I'm only lining up this point and these points right in here. And technically, you could take those wicks and put them up there, and then, yeah, you kind of, it's do or tie time. It's going up to me. It's going up, especially with the bullishness in the background and everything. It's going to be sideways, going up. We're going to start gaining some momentum, especially with Pulsechain, Pulsex maybe. A few weeks ago, we did hear about some whales bridging in stuff. I don't see them buying too much lately. Maybe they've been waiting on some stuff. Maybe they're going to wait till next fit rate cut. I don't know. But he has been giving us a gift of getting in for a long time. If you're getting in, accumulating, stuff like that and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, they're all curving back to the bullish side. Let's look at the RSI on this. little weaker than I expected, but that is a bearish divergence ish, or bullish. I can never remember that. Chart down, RSI moving up is a bearish divergence. Oh, let's look at this. Let's look at X.com, Grok, RSI up, mean a bullish or bearish divergence. I can never remember that too much. Divergence occurs when the price moves opposite directions. Yeah, bullish is a price makes bullet, so it is bearish divergence. Nope. Bullish divergence. My bad. Price makes lower lows while the RSI is trending up. Yeah. Bullish divergence. See, I knew I was wrong on something. What is up? Believe in yourself. Howdy how. What is up, Scrubhead? Long time no see. You know, special one night stream. Yeah, almost missed it. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about last week. Kind of made up a little bit this week, but I haven't really been. Family stuff, things get in the way. You know, stuff happens, and just got to kind of get in the swing of things. And PLS is pumping. Yeah, it's good. I hope people are coming in and helping us gain this bullish momentum for these tablets, because DeFi Prince Saints only write on tablets, right? Or are they like scrolls? What do you want to call it? I don't know. Anyways, the Saints will come marching in on you. Yeah, when the momentum comes back, everything will be good. And yeah, let's go to Solid X. We're bullish on that. So $2 is our next target, and then we need to break out of that line. Solid X. Let's look at Solid X. We got LPX coming out with all this stuff. It's helping everything out, and I think a lot of that has to do with probably LPX on Ink. No, Ink doesn't have an L. Anyways, LPX launch. Everybody knows LPX. We'll see what comes for other tokens in the future. I'm thinking about doing it. It'll help token out. I haven't really done it with any other tokens, but I can already see an uptrend here, at least with the wicks. It's an uptrend, guys. I mean, if you stretch it out, it's probably not, but you can get more conservative if you want. Call it a slight uptrend. There you go. A little slight uptrend, guys. We had a little nice shoulder, head, wannabe shoulder, and we're coming back up after rate cuts. Cool. Let's look at the hourly real quick. I just want to see the rate cut stuff. God, it jumps around so much. So yeah, it was going sideways and down until the rate cut. Now it's going back up. Cool. I think that's probably because Pulsechain. Everything's starting to turn green, which is nice. I like it. Let's go back to daily. This is a good token to be getting right now because staking is coming. The game is about to launch at September, and I think staking comes after that. So it kind of made a little diamond pattern now, but I don't think it's not the reversal pattern. No, it's not a diamond pattern either. So we're good there. We got, we're breaking out right now, guys. Let's just, maybe tomorrow we'll probably break out of these resistance lines that we're hitting, and let's do a parallel channel. Let's just keep it simple, guys. Just do a parallel channel, and it's hitting the midline. or just about to hit the midline. The wick hit the midline. We're at 2 confluence spots right there on the daily. So let's go. Let's go for this. And 1188 would be the target. It would probably go a little higher than that, I would think, especially with what's coming. Last chance to accumulate this, which is nice. Solid casino game coming. Well, it's not really a casino game. It's a crash game, but you get my point. I'm bullish on it. Let's check the ratio real quick. Yeah, ratio looked like it bottomed out and made a higher high. It's finally. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Yeah, it didn't even come all the way down, but it needed to fulfill some of that. I like it. It's kind of healthy. I know the rest of the chart from the wick. If you measured it down, it's on a major discount, only 92% down. Yeah, 95, let's call it. That's pretty good. I wouldn't measure it from that wick, though. Well, maybe so, but yeah, screw it. Let's go to Nope token. Well, I'm just a little higher lately. It looks like it's smoothed out. I like that. Gotta add this to the watch list, guys. Sorry, while I'm thinking of it, because it reminded me of a different chart. So yeah, this one has been trying to find a floor, I think, still. Because when you look at the wrap pulse ratio, it still looks like it's finding a floor. So I think of that, and then I go back to the USD chart, and then I know it's probably being supported, and SolidX is probably helping along with that type liquidity bonding. But yeah, LPX started on this one too. I think, yeah, Randy's. People could LPX this thing too and make some yield, which is nice. It's doing the same thing as SolidX, really. That's why I'm not really gonna. I mean, it could be a little longer until it breaks out of that, but let's call that a fake out. Call it both those little fake out areas. You know what I mean? And it could be against resistance. Where you can go like that and null and void that top. But yeah. Let's do a bullish target on this. You guys know about making the bear targets, and I like my parallel channels. I'm kind of partial to them now. I think Toby Wan got me on them, and I'm like, it's way more simple than fibs because I can bust out the fibs, like project everything from here to here like I used to, and I'm like, okay, this level, the 5, the 618, it's just going to do what it's done, and it's just going to go through levels. I get it, but I like parallel channels. It's more definitive. It's more short term. It's like, okay, you can trade the ups, trade the downs, which I don't really do for the most part at all. I just sit and hold, and I like the idea of trading and how I would trade it because every time I've traded, I've lost more than I've won. So, sometimes I've made pretty good wins. But yeah, especially with volatile markets like this, But this, the only thing I don't like the look about SolidX, Nope, and stuff is this looks like one big ass shoulder, and this head, this is another shoulder. But this also looked like an Adam and Eve, and it totally failed. So it made like a head and shoulder-ish. Nope, looks the same way. And I had this screenshot on my phone. Maybe I should look at it next time for you guys. God, it's a screenshot of a chart. It is the US dollar real trading weighted index. And it looks so much like the SolidX and Nope chart and stuff like that. So, I got that off Cairo Stream. I need to research it more and see how that's because we have the solid index, the agreeable index, and stuff like that. So we're like the ETF area or the Russell 5000 area of Pulsechain. You know what I mean? Where the index create yield with a dividend stock kind of thing, whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to relate it as much to that so I can wrap my head around stocks and kind of confluence them together, up in my game a little bit. But yeah, anyways, I went on a ramble. Let's look at the target, and that would put us back at 303592. I think the farms are still doing great over on Homie Farms. So yeah, I know DeFi tokens end up with lower yield lately, but yeah, we'll see how the things pick up with this, all this marketing stuff like that. I know core coins and everything are most important because that lifts everything, this pulse chain. So I hope people like this chain. You know, we need to be less mental illness sometimes, but there's some crazy stuff over here, like the PDI stuff. That just like makes me just wrap my head around. Wow, like I don't know. There's just some crazy stuff out there. And PDI, if it ever goes to $1, it's going to go above $1. And I'm not about the conspiracy theories kind of anymore. I used to be like, oh my God, but not anymore, man. Not anymore. I'm like definitely lowering my scope on some of these tokens, like my watch list. I need to put my speculation watch list back up and yeah, do that. I got rid of the 9-inch chart. Let's do the parallel channel. It seems to be holding up. I've been looking at the transactions down here, and people have been coming in. I have not been protecting anything. This is total on you guys because what's out is out and saved for later. And yeah, you guys have done great. One guy got out here, and hey, whatever. That's what it's meant for. I was really hoping it would go up. But let's parallel channel this, guys. Let's do it. I'm proud of my agreeable lists lately. You know what I mean? They've been doing really good lately. I don't care if it moves sideways because you're earning yield with it, right? So we might come down here and tap down here one more time. Bearish case scenario, you know what I mean? But I don't see us going any lower with the rates the way it is and Rat Pulse doing its thing and stuff like that. So it could come back down here and kind of have that wedgie kind of look to it. And if you guys, I would let's go over here. You know, kind of wedge going on there. We'll see. Color is a little wiki fake out. It's so hard to do TA on little tokens like this because I'm big, but I can just smash it all out of the water. You know what I mean? So this is kind of like a resistance support line because you got support over here, you got the resistance over here, but they still work from time to time. So, but if we make it up to the midline and go up there, we're probably going to bypass this. The pulse ratio on this one has been making a higher high. This was that well getting out or a higher level shark or whatever. Yeah. But ever since pulse has gained strength, we've just been going down. So, but I have to go to the other chart to really show you the way down here kind of spot. So I'm not really worried. We're still in good shape, man. It's been holding up real nice, minimal effort. And if a little volume picks up when LPX comes out for other tokens in a month, I might do a pair. I'm not too sure what pair I want to do it with. Probably die. I don't know because bull run's coming up. I'm probably not going to single side it at all. I'm probably going to accumulate some die and put a little bit in there and help it get started so it doesn't have to dump it before it buys it, because I want it to buy it up a little bit. If it even works that way, I have to talk to the LPX team, but it's kind of what I'm thinking with this, but we'll see. Plans change, nothing's set in stone, and yeah, it's been doing pretty good. Just kind of keep moving sideways for all I care. Take log off, kind of looks the same, for how much I airdropped I airdropped like 30% of this token at the beginning. So it's like you let the time, and I didn't want to just like eat it too bad. So I've just been doing what I can. I didn't really make too hard of a try. So let's look at emit. We've been streaming for a while. Emit is still flat. That's probably why Solid X looks flat. I'm just kidding, guys. Solid X is a bigger token than this, a bigger LP pool. So, holding $1 pretty nice. It had a few wicks down to $1, below $1. I like this platform. Like my intro video is this platform. I support these guys. Emit looks nice. It has this little I don't know. It's kind of hard to do TA on this thing, but that would be a descending triangle, and that would be bearish, guys. But I don't know. I'm just piddling right now. Kind of see it bouncing off a resistance right here, and hopefully breaking up. But we kind of need to break that spot and hold above this line. So we shall see, guys. We shall see. Let's wait on this one. I could parallel channel it up and just give you a bull target. It'd probably be like $1.94, $2. I mean, I bought some up here. I bought some down here. So I've just been accumulating, getting in the council, and talking about emit stuff, man. I had a stake come out on Unity. I made a little bit of profit, but it's been holding around $6, which is nice. I got a stake coming out, I think tomorrow or the next day. Kind of break even on it. So short term is not the best. I almost timed it right for this area, but I didn't. So on my last stake, and I should have probably did, like initially when I set the stakes on when I got into this, I was thinking about 19 days, and it would have worked out kind of perfectly, because if you do the bars, that's 21, and it was 19 days was the last green candle. So besides this little tiny one. So I think this needs time to do the buy and burn thing. It's way oversold, but it's the Ponzi-nomics. The volume's kind of good. It's near 10 grand. Understand what you're getting into if you're looking at this kind of stuff. Right now, I guess you're supposed to stake it, but it's only 80% down. So it's probably got more downside, but my stake's kind of at break even with the short. I have a longer stake that was out 88 days. That's just like a 20x. So I don't know how that's going to work out. On day one, we all did 88s. We're just going to have a major dump. So like somebody's going to have to come in. Maybe this was all traders, and this chart shouldn't have went up like this and down. I don't know, guys. Just looking at the chart on this, I need to go to the analytics for everything else, and I'm not that nerdy except when I'm placing a stake or a creation. But all right, project. Tight kind of type of fork. Like I don't know if it's tight next type of fork, but Only reason why I was in it is because the founder, and yeah, I knew how to play the game. Haven't lost any money yet. Haven't really looked today, so I'm not really worried about it. You lose it, you lose it. Gelato looks like it's building a nice little floor down here. Does reward you solid X. Volume's been kind of low, but hey, I think this thing has some decent volume sometimes. But yeah, if you notice, it looks kind of just like solid X. Yeah, that atom. Well, it's not really an atom anymore, but the start would have to be up here for an atom. But yeah, U-Pulse. I did put some in. I'm waiting for my U-Pulse. I'm gonna start having a little bit of my pulse just buy you up. I think it's not gonna be enough to even put big candles up there, but I want to try it. I want to try it out. Like 100 million. I don't know. With some pulse, And then Steve. It's the last one I want to look at. Somebody just dumped again. God. I knew better. This one's still fine to bottom. Nope. All right. This one even has staking. I don't understand why nobody likes this one. Maybe because Steve's in the background with Brackham, not promoting it. I don't know. I'm going to do an extra chart today. Let's go to Who Remembers Mona? God. That's not it. Nope. God, what was it? Fair. Yeah, I don't remember, guys. Sorry. One. I'm not gonna search forever, but wow, it's actually green today. I might just sell what I bought and get the hell out of this one. I don't know. Alamo. I was waiting for it to go down there to buy more, but I'm gonna kind of steer clear of these two for a minute. I gotta manage my list, but I'll add it to this one for now. Yeah, that's just volume went off a cliff. Yeah, it's probably coming down here, guys. Just buyer beware. Yeah. Alamo ain't doing much either. So yeah, I don't even know why. I'm not promoting any of these charts by far, but I'm telling you my TA on them. Any of these charts, any of them, you are the responsible one for you clicking the buttons. So like, share, repost this if you want more TA of little market cap tokens that can go to zero in a second. Who knows? That is risk for you, but I doubt any of the stuff I showed you before will, but you never know. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, but it's still entertaining. Yeah, just higher conviction plays. Heard about this one a while ago, but yeah, I'm glad I stayed out of it. Might have got me a little bit, like right here, right there. But yeah, just pretty much see if it comes back, guys. And it does have pretty dang good liquidity, so yeah. Other than that, I'm pretty much done for the most part. We learned about bearish, bullish divergences. What do you guys want to learn? Do you guys want more like founders of pump tire coins to come on here or what? Because I know most people do spaces and stuff, and I'm not really a space guy. like X spaces. Like, I don't know. Oh wait, I should look at this one token called 2PHUX and then add that to my list. Let's look at this bad boy. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, it's still downtrending. Somebody clicked the hell out. Why would you? I know that person right there had to like made this candle and that candle or that candle or some candles up in here and they're down. Let's just average it out and they're down 91% there. And if they got in at the beginning, they're down 95. Let's just call it 90%, guys. Like, yeah. Some people just decide to leave, and that's okay. This is definitely okay. So yeah, this reward token, hopefully the yield comes back up and voting comes back, brings this back up. You know, it'll be fine. All the liquidity's over on Fux. I really wish Dex Screener would get Fux to list, but like, we'll see if they get agreeable with us or not. Otherwise, we'll send the Nope team after them, and they can just, use their riot shields and whatnot to go knock some sense into them. Okay? That's pretty much all I have for today, guys. I showed a couple bangers, gave you guys a pump tire token. I haven't been getting too much feedback. Going to the Yep Telegram if you want. You can go to the Yep on Pulse website too and look at the Want More tab. I'm pretty sure nobody's looked at that yet. I haven't updated you guys on that, but maybe I should do that real quick. Let's just go there. Trying to help out more out of the goodness of my heart without getting paid or anything. Okay? Like, nobody gets paid on Pulsechain, right? So there's a Want More tab here. Now I'm thinking about the only way to contact me is to go through this Simplex app because I did some like bug work with pump tires or whatever, and I kind of like the Simplex app. It's way more private and everything. So I might just make this Want More tab instead of email down here. I might just make it just like contact me on Simplex. Like, why use Google and email or whatever, but this is kind of like a consultant kind of thing. If you want to know more about Pulsechain kind of stuff, contact me. More DGen plays. We'll talk about pricing and everything in the chats. But I even got everything about hex staking. I don't know. That's more of a crispy man kind of thing, so I didn't really want to showcase that. But Bright Light's basic onboard we got here. We got everything about hex staking and DeFi farming, and I put Dat's picture there. But then I was going to have a degen kind of mode stuff, but I don't really want to get into that stuff because there's better people out there in Pulsechain for this kind of stuff. So, yeah, you can get the agreeable links right here. Everything Pulsechain, pretty much. These are all verifiable. Other things, you can get the memes here. I took down the meme multiple. Been having issues. I need like a real dev or me to become a real dev or Pulsechain just to go up. But yeah, you can go to the X. I mean, I think the yields on 2fox.io. Let's look at the yields real quick. Good yields. 81 will probably change. Yeah, 80. Not bad. Like it. I like it. And then Hocus Pocus. Let's look at the DAP farms. There we go. And then we go, yep. Look at that. We're earning 109.35 with the nope yep. That's all the community right there and everything. I'm letting you guys have the APR. I'm not in either of them. I thought I had a nope yep pool, but or a little bit in there, but no, it's all liquid right now. Letting you guys have that. I'm over in emit. So yeah. There's that, and then if we go to the emit.farms, we can scroll down, and once it pops up, there's a yep farm down here too. But you have to have emit. It's earning 125 right now. Allocation can go up according. The more liquidity that comes in there, the more that's going to go up. And I think there's a new, not yet. There's not a new Function Island farm there yet. So yeah, I thought I saw an announcement or something, but might have been a rumor. Who knows? But yeah, emit.farm, and with that, I'm at 145. I keep talking to you guys because I miss you guys. That is a beautiful chain you have, Hank. Yeah. You mean this Pulsechain? Yeah. I wonder. I met the guy who did this, right? I wonder who did it. Like, I wonder who made this thing. You know what I mean? Wear it like a bandana. How's that? Wear it like a bandana. There you go. Because I don't want to take my glasses off. I like your avatar. I wonder who helped with that. That is very handsome. Very handsome. XT Armstrong. Yeah, other than that, guys, yeah, that's all I got. You have a good night. And Pulse will be pumping. October, I think, is going to be a good month. Definitely, because the fiscal year is over, and school's back in session for people in America. Other things like that. If you like it, let me know. Get in the Yup Token group, and let me know if you want more Pump Tires token. I'm thinking of ways to get more content for Pulsechain that's more of like, hey, this is a degen spot, but to garner more shares, I guess more attention to other things that's happening on Pulsechain that's not like being streamed about. It's more like, trying to fill a gap. You know what I mean? There's not many streamers out there that are talking about Hex Pulsechain all the time, which is good, but there's a lot more other stuff on Hex and Pulsechain and stuff like that want to move forward and help this chain go. So yeah. Sorry, I keep rambling. Hope you guys like my outro video. And peace out and good night.
No permissions, birth looked up, taking flight falling. Knows dissidence, balanced in dark and light. Steadying the agreeable index plight. Crypto tuning up, yup, keeping it right. Yup, the meme that's on the rise. Agreeable intense. One on a Pulsechain's pride. Opening those minds with all the positivity. Marching in its time. Cadence in the grind. Agree to disagree. Yup. All the time you need to meet up, it's it right. Freedom and prosperity. The destination and the flight. Lighting up dad's farm. Opposed to that nope rule. Firing up them charts, yeah, flying straight and true.